Field, home of the Red Raiders, into Bacon County High School's 2017 homecoming celebration. We would like to extend a special welcome to the Swainsboro football team and their supporters. We also welcome former graduates who are here to help us celebrate homecoming. We proudly recognize the young ladies and young men who are selected to be on the homecoming court. We appreciate our BCHS band and director, Mr. Will Garrett. They will be playing for our opening festivities. We will begin with our first seniors. Our first representatives are Yuritsi Flores and Andrew Bloodworth. Yuritsi is the daughter of Kane Flores and Sylvia Chavez. She plans to attend Coastal Pines Technical College for cosmetology and later attend Valdosta State University to become a pain management nurse. Andrew is the son of the late Michelle Smith and John Bloodworth. He plans to attend college after high school and pursue a degree in optometry. Next are Ashley Durrance and Carlos Perez. Ashley is the daughter of Keith and Taylor Durrance and Amy Thurman. Her future plans include attending Valdosta State University or Georgia Southern University to pursue a degree in psychology before transferring to a medical college to become a psychiatrist. Carlos's parents are Miguel and Adela Perez. Carlos's plans are to attend college and pursue a degree in business. He wants to become a successful businessman and make his parents proud. Our next representatives are Lexi Livingston and K. John Castile. Lexi is the daughter of Gerald and Holly Livingston. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University while pursuing a degree in political science before transferring to the University of Georgia to attend law school. KJ is the son of Winoka and Gary Castile. He plans to play college football and obtain a degree in business. Anna Sears and Cole Darcy are our next representatives. Anna's parents are Mr. and Mrs. Bobby U. Sears. She plans to attend Georgia Southern University to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing and wants to work in pediatrics. Cole is the son of Gene and Jeannie Darcy. He plans to attend South Georgia State College and later transfer to Georgia Southern University to pursue a degree in music education. He would like to obtain a PhD in music and teach at the college level. Our next seniors are Ashley Martin and Dawson Jewell. Ashley's parents are Corey and Amber Martin. She plans to enlist in the United States Air Force and later become a real estate agent. Dawson is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Scott and Julianne Jewell. He plans to attend a 4-year college and obtain a degree in sports medicine. Cheyenne Taylor and LaGondra Snell are our next representatives. Cheyenne is the daughter of Greg and Mindy Spires. She plans to attend a university and earn a bachelor's degree in exercise physiology. She wants to continue her education and earn a doctorate degree in physical therapy. She also would like to cheer while attending college. Gondrick is the son of Cheryl Green and Gotti Snell Jr. He wants to attend a 4-year college and earn a degree in sports medicine to become an athletic trainer. Next we have Paige Martin and KJ Brown. Paige's parents are Chris Martin and Chrissy Bauer. Her future goal is to enlist in the United States Air Force after graduation. KJ is the son of Amy Batten. He plans to attend college and major in sports medicine and entrepreneurship. He wants to pursue a successful career in physical therapy or athletic training. It is important to KJ that he maintains his personal relationship with God. Taylor Tomberlin and Will Richardson are our next senior representatives. Taylor is the daughter of Sean and Nicole Tomberlin. She plans to attend South Georgia State College before transferring to Valdosta State University to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in exercise physiology. Will's parents are Ronnie and Monica Richardson. He plans to attend Georgia Southern University to pursue a bachelor's degree in physical therapy. Next we have Grace Wilson and Jesus Brown. Grace is the daughter of David and Stacy Walker and Gibbs and Mandy Wilson. She plans to attend Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville, Georgia to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing. Jesus is the son of Terry and Tyrone Miley. He plans to play football at the college level while majoring in sports medicine and athletic training. Wright and Connor Couture are our next senior representatives. Pam is the daughter of Angela Wright and the niece of Nicole Murphy. She plans to attend Albany State University and later medical school to become an OBGYN. She would like to open her own medical practice. Connor is the son of Jeff Couture and Christy Couture. He plans to attend medical college after high school to continue his education. TJ Smith and Nathan Wade are our final senior representatives. TJ is the daughter of Mr. Thomas Smith and Mrs. Tanisha Kennedy. She plans to attend a 4-year college to pursue a degree in early childhood education. She would like to participate in shot put and track and field. Nathan is the son of Tanya and Tony Hand and the late Kevin Wade. After high school, he plans to pursue a career as an electrical lineman for Satilla REMC and Alpha. Please welcome our 2016 Homecoming Queen, Marley Clement. Marley is being escorted by our 2016 Homecoming King, Roderick Neal. Marley is currently attending South Georgia State College and plans to earn her associate's degree before continuing her education at pharmacy school. She also runs cross country and plays softball for the SGSC Lady Hawks. Roderick is working at Unison Behavioral Health Center. He loves his new job but misses everyone at BCHS. Roderick looks forward to working at Jay's IGA in the future. Let's give our 2017 Homecoming Court a big round of applause. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. The 2017 Homecoming King is Cole Darcy. The 2017 Homecoming Queen is Ashley Durrance. Congratulations, Ashley and Cole. This concludes our 2017 Homecoming festivities. Congratulations to all of these young men and women. Please stay on to cheer on our Red Raiders as they take home the Swainsboro Tigers.
gold helmets with white tops, black bottoms. They're basically a black, gold, and white team. They've got black numbers. Our Bacon County Red Raiders are wearing their traditional all red. All red, got black helmets with a big BC on the side, and we've got red uniforms with black numbers, and sometimes those numbers are a little bit hard to see. But we're excited about tonight's game, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't hardly know what to do last Friday night. Didn't have anything to do, any football to watch, and I kind of felt like I don't know, I was lost or something. But tonight, we're excited about what's taking place here and the game that is about to go on. We've got as I've said, a very formidable foe in Swainsboro Tigers, and I think they won the toss, but they want the ball first. And you're going to hear this name a lot. Number 5, Jalen Williams. He is in the top 5 in rushing in the entire state, and he is a quick back. But he looks like he may have some power. He's not a real big guy, but he's got real thick thighs, and just an arm tackle is not going to bring him down. And they've got another running back. I'll get you his name and number in just a few minutes. But he is also in the top 25 in rushing, and it looks like we're going to have to stop him. Their quarterback is one of the best-looking athletes that I've seen. He wears number 8. His name is Jacoby Gibbons, and as a sophomore last year, he was very good. He can throw the ball all over the field, so we're going to have to play very disciplined.
And there's the kick that I've been waiting for, high and deep, inside the 10, now to the 5. And we got him covered. Let's see if we can't tackle him now, as we're going to push him to the sideline, and he's going to step out. Oh, and we didn't get no flag. That's a good call.
Yep.
Good call. I think he was more or less holding on to him as he went down.
Right. That was Wilcox. Tyler Wilcox took him down, a senior who plays a lot. He's been very good on special teams. And here we got our defense lined up here. I'll talk to Garrett Anderson. You're going to be hearing Garrett, our outside linebacker, junior outside linebacker. You'll be hearing him at halftime. And we also got Samad Brentson that we interviewed. He also is a junior, led the team in tackles last week. And so here we go. They've got a fairly big offensive line. They look kind of athletic. Her quarterback is in the shotgun with one lone setback, number 5, Williams, set behind him.
Very similar offense to ours. Let's see if we can't contain this young man. And we get a good tackle as that KJ Batten, our middle linebacker, brings him down for about a 2-yard gain. 1 yard.
Great tackle. He fielded well. He's been one of the, I guess, if I had to pick a most valuable player on our defense this year, it's been KJ Brown.
I would have to agree with you,
Number
Rev.
33. He has really come downhill this year. He's always been good, but I don't know. There's something about Fridays when I talk to him and see him in the school. He's got a different look in his eyes. They got trips to the top, got a single back out here to the right, trying to pull us off sides, take the snap. They're going to turn, throw it out. Ball's high, but we tackle him short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Brent?
A very similar looking offense to ours as we're in that sort of a pistol formation. So we'll bring Madison up near the quarterback before the snap. 4 wide now, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom.
It's going to be 3rd and 3. This is big for us right here. Look like we may have a little bit of confusion among the linebackers. We're set.
You got to think they're going to hand it to this young man. They don't. They do pass it to the outside, and he's off and away to the 50, to the 40. Can someone run him down to the 30? And we do.
That was absolute terrible tackle.
And when you're out on an island that way, you have to be sure to get a hand on him because you have no help in that situation.
I have no idea. That was a seasoned defensive back that just absolutely, that was the worst attempt at tackling somebody that I think I've ever seen.
It's going to be a 40-yard gain for the Swainsboro Tigers. It was 3rd and 3. Now it's 1st and 10. They're going to hand it to number 5. So we can't tackle him. We're going to cut him back. Oh,
good
great play by the defensive back on this side. LaGondrick Snell, 14 for the Red Raiders. That's going to be for no gain. And that's what we want to hear tonight with that tailback getting the ball because this kid, he's special, as you've already mentioned in the intro.
Loss of 1. Loss of one, Brent.
2nd and 11. So this defense have bowed its back all season long, Rev. And they're the ones that's going to give us a chance in this game.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Even though they gave up that big play, and that stuff's going to happen, you just got to minimize those mistakes. Here's the snap, and they're going to throw again. Oh, behind the receiver, a chance for it to be picked off as KJ Castillo almost got a hand on it at least, but it's going to be 3rd and 11, Rev.
Yeah, that was a busted play. He was going out wide to number 23.
Was it a hitch? It was supposed to have been a hitch, maybe?
It must have been a hitch, and he was just kind of clearing out. He threw it behind him where the receiver was supposed to be, and it was just thrown into air. You could tell it was a busted play.
Well, you think this would be a passing down, but I don't think their kicking game is as strong as ours potentially. So we could get a handoff here, and no, he's going to throw. We get a good tackle there. It's going to be 4th down and about 6, Rev. We got more importantly, I believe it was Anderson that got his face mask in the chest of that quarterback.
Yeah, he ain't going to like that much. Quarterbacks don't like that very much. And this is it's going to be 4th and 6, and this is definitely 4-down territory. Too close to punt and too far away to try to kick. We just got to put our feet in the ground and make sure that they don't get a first down. And he's going to raise up and just fire it to somebody.
Big play here for the Raiders. Watch his legs. He could pull up and run, and he's going to throw. Oh, what a great play by Gondrick Snell. He almost had the interception, folks, and I apologize for not describing it because we were just kind of hoping and groping here. And then the young man had a chance to catch it in the end zone off the deflection, but the Raiders are going to take over on downs, Rev.
Great play. Other than the one missed tackle, missed assignment on the sideline over there.
And what a great recovery by Gondrick, because he was actually, I wouldn't say beat, but he got faked a little bit there as the guy cut a little skinny to the middle, to the hash mark right at the goal line. But LeGondrick, the ball was in the air long enough for LeGondrick to get over 5 or 6 yards to make the play. Let's see what we got here on offense. I believe, is that Jewell in the back?
No, that's
Brown. That's Brown. With Madison, 3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top. We're going to hand it to Madison. He cuts up the middle. There's 5, there's 10, 12, almost 15 on the carry. And that's what this young man's been able to do all year long. Let's see if we can ride this horse to victory tonight, Rick.
That was almost a horse collar, except it was not from behind. The guy grabbed him around the shoulder pads in the front and snatched him down on top of him. Wasn't a real good-looking tackle. It looked like we had that's kind of play you get injured on if you're not careful.
4 wide, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Madison is going to get the handoff, and he drops it. But can we get on it? Yeah, I believe we got a red jersey on it right at the end. Did we scoop it in?
No, I don't know. They're pointing their ball. That was not a good handoff.
It was a poor exchange. He didn't get it to his belly quick enough. There's no celebration. I believe the Raiders are going to remain.
Yeah, I think
thank goodness, Rev.
Thank God for KJ Castillo.
Wow. I mean, that's the kind of mistakes we've been making and going against us these past couple of weeks. And so
that was not Anthony Madison's fault.
No, that was an exchange issue with the quarterback.
Yeah. It was put on his hip. It was not put in his bread basket.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom again for the Red Raiders. Madison squares up with the quarterback in the backfield, and he's going to take it's pitched out to Peterson. He's going to get about a 4-yard gain on this side of the field for the Raiders, about the 48.5. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1, less than 1, about a football. See if we can't lean in for a first down here. 7:46 on the clock.
Cooper Brown, quarterback, he's giving out signals. Looks like he's clucking like a chicken out there. I don't know what that means, but evidently our team does.
3 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom. Got to think Madison gets it. And he's going to break a tackle, gets into the backfield for about 12-yard gain on 3rd and less than 1. I mean, there's some big old holes there.
Yeah, there was a missed tackle in the backfield at the exchange. He tried to grab Anthony around the legs, he broke it.
Was it Big 71 that
I wasn't really paying attention exactly.
He got back there.
Yeah.
We were admiring earlier before the game.
He's just a sophomore, number 71, Keon Davis. But he's big and quick. You can tell he's an athletic-looking guy. This is a new formation.
It is a new formation. We got Legondrick coming across, and he's going to take it. And he breaks the tackle, gets back close to the line of scrimmage. It just started a little slow, Rev. And
like it.
Anytime he comes across the field, you got to think 99% of the time he's going to get it in that situation. So it's going to be second down and about 10 for the Red Raiders.
Sometimes when you put in new plays and all that kind of stuff, you're not used to running those things, and your timing just is off a little bit.
And I think that's what the demise of that play was. We got 3 to the top, really one in a slot, and then one at the bottom was Peterson on the island. Madison in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, cut up the middle, and there's that defensive end just shooting off that side. Just so
we whiffed there.
They made an adjustment there.
And that's what happens when you have a busted play on first down. It was almost as if Legondrick didn't know the ball. He had the ball. It looked like he actually didn't act. I guess he thought he was going to pull it or something.
Because he didn't cut up field as quickly as I thought he would, Rev. You're exactly right. It's almost as if he didn't have the ball as he come down the line there. 2 wide to the top, 2 to the bottom, and the shotgun is Brown. Madison in the backfield.
Defense is cover 2. We're on Swainsboro's 40-yard line.
I like the slant here. Anything in the middle, it's open.
They're blitzing.
And we got it in the middle, and he overthrew it for the interception. And that's not a terrible, it would have been fourth down with an incompletion. Let's say we punted inside the 10 with a return. They're going to get the ball on about the 22-yard line. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. I'm trying to stay positive with this. I like the play call. It was just not a very good, well-thrown ball.
Well, Legondrick, he stretched out. He left his feet to try to catch a ball, and it tipped off of his hands. It was actually a tipped interception. Wasn't thrown directly to the defensive back, but when it tipped it just actually tipped into the defensive back's hands. We got a turnover with they take it over on their own 22-yard line, first down, Swainsboro.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 on the top. Again, that pistol formation they'll stay in, sort of a wing back there if he stays or if he's going to go in motion here. And he doesn't, and there's a movement on the offense, I hope.
Called offsides on us.
I know something caused Batten or KJ to kind of hop at his middle linebacker position, so maybe whatever happened distracted our defensive lineman as well, which shouldn't happen, as they should have their eyes on the ball.
Yep.
It's going to be 1st and 5 now, 5:44 to go.
Blitzing linebacker coming off that's trying to time it. That's one thing, jumping offside, but a defensive lineman, there's really no excuse.
See if we can tackle this young man, and that's what we
strung out.
Oh yes, that's great defense, and that
sure is.
Rev, we expect nothing less than this with our defense. Now this kid, he's talented. Chances are he's going to squirm through somewhere sometime tonight and get a play. But that right there is going to bring back his confidence just a little bit, especially if we keep pounding on him.
Especially with a 3-yard loss.
It's a huge play for the Red Raiders. It's going to be second down and about 8 now for the Raiders. 5:16 as it counts down.
We need to be very careful up here to the top. We had one of our cornerbacks pressing their lone wide receiver. And if he gets beat, it's nothing but goal line.
That island over there scares me now with the problem, and you've got to think they'll go back to it. And there they go to the wide side with this talented guy, and here he goes. He's got the corner. He's to the 40.
We got a hold
to the middle. We got a flag down. It's going to help us. Let's slam him down, and he do on about the 34-yard line after about another 40-yard gain. But it's coming back, we believe. Holding.
Yeah, you had Garrett Anderson then, as he came in. He just held up his hands to the umpire back there like, my God, this guy's raping me back. He was just holding him terribly holding him. And he had set the edge. And Garrett, even though we may have not have called his name right yet on a tackle, he's the one that's been actually forcing Jalen Williams back inside by setting the edge and making him come back in to where we have people that are pursuing. He turns him back into the pursuit.
Yeah, we have. That's where the guys, our big hitting tacklers, the guys that can run, are the ones that need to turn that young man back in.
Now all of a sudden the hold was way back in the backfield.
It's going to be second and about 18.
Second and 20 at least. Yeah, you might be right, Brent.
You're right. It may be closer to 21, 22 yards.
Yeah.
Second down, though. 3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top. Not necessarily a passing down because of this scat back they have. but they have thrown liberally already, and it's going to be another pass. Oh, and it's just about picked off by Castile this time. He got 2 hands on it. It was just a little high. I don't think their receiver was going to catch it. Anyway, it's going to be 3rd and 22 now. We got to see how conservative or how they have to. I hope this coach, again, I've talked to some guys before the game. If he's as good and smart as they say he is, he had to be concerned about tonight. He had to be concerned about this defense and our strong suit and really our secondary, because all those guys in the back, they can catch the ball because they prove it on the offensive side of the ball.
It's a good point.
Too wide to the top.
Nothing here. Nothing cheap.
You got to think.
Got no pressure.
Oh, he's got him wide open over the middle to the 40, to the
He's going to go.
40.
He's going to go.
To the 20, down to the 10. Touchdown. It's 3rd and 22. And they get an 80-yard pass. A perfect play. He was beat over the middle in the seam. It's going to be a touchdown for the Swainsboro Tigers here. Hit him in stride. Great play call there by the Tigers, and unfortunately our defense that we've been talking it up. And again, I didn't think we was going to. I figured they'd be a big play at some point. We're going to have to manage this game, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be on 3rd and 22, Rev.
Yeah, it was actually a 90-yard touchdown pass. He may have missed it. Nope, he hooked it just inside. And we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle.
Newberry's Body Shop is one of the best for
Huddle House, Burt CPA, Lamar's Pharmacy, and Reggie's Paint and Body Shop. I want to appreciate them.
Swainsboro's going to kick off to the Red Raiders. They kick it deep into the left, and that's Gondrick. He's going to cut back across the middle, and he's going to be tackled. Was that a face mask? But I guess not. On the 24, maybe 25-yard line, he ran right into the defender. He was kind of looking to find that wedge or whatever you want to call it. But
one of our guys came by and missed the block that tackled him. If he'd have hit him, he may have sprung him.
I'd like to see him just take off up the field.
Right.
Make it a quick decision instead of twinkle toeing. And I'm not saying that's what he was doing, because Gondrick is the man, folks. And in any instant, he can take it the distance. But we're 4 wide, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. And that shotgun quarterback, we have looks like the mannerisms of Jewell. He's going to hand it to Madison, and he's going to go down in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss. They've made an adjustment, and we're going to have to as well. That's the second running play in a row that we've taken a loss.
Well, they're shooting the gap. They're shooting the gap on us, and they're just trying to catch us in the backfield before we ever get started. And we're not laying a hand on them.
You got to think that at some point Jewell's going to pull it. He's deliberate. He's going to take it and run off that backside and have a little bit of room to run. And he's going to roll out to his right, looking to pass, but he's going to take off. He's got to hold on to that ball, and he's going to go down about the original line of scrimmage for about a 3-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and about 10. Nobody was open. Very athletic team. We knew this team, been told for a couple weeks that we actually, matched up fairly well with this team. What that means is they are athletic, not super big. They do have a couple big guys in the middle of that line, and without Jesus, we don't look near as big.
No, Jesus, one guy we couldn't afford to lose on the line.
3rd and 10, drop back pass, and he's going to be pressured, and he just throws it up, and it's going to be another interception. I mean, I don't understand it. And he's going to take it back down the sideline. Look out, cheerleaders, about the 20-yard line. And instead of actually taking a sack that time, and or either at least throwing it out of bounds, we throw another interception, and they're going to take it on the 20.
And this thing can get out of hand in a hurry if we're not careful.
It can, with a combination of how our attitude might be, and then as good as club as this team is, we're definitely going to have to. Coach is going to have to manage this game from this point forward. Now with 2:48 to go here in the first, it's only 7-0. We've had a lot go on during this first 8 or 9, 10 or 10 minutes of the game here. And we're going to find out what we're made of. We just need our defense to bow their back here, somehow make a play.
Well, what this reminds me of a little bit is the way we were moving around, kind of sluggish against Vidalia. We just don't seem like
well, if you can't get up for a homecoming game, I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
And there's the pass over the middle again, and it's going to be bobbled. Are they calling it a catch?
On the 2-yard line.
That's an incomplete pass. I guess not. There's too many guys that saw it.
Yeah,
they've got us. That's the same. That was the touchdown route. Basically, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
You don't never give up a slant route when you're out there by yourself. Never.
And there's the fumble.
We need to get on the ball. Come on, get on it. Just get on it.
They're not going. We ain't going to recover it. Are you kidding me? All they do is jump on the ball. Just fall on the ball.
We're trying to pick it up and scoop and score, rather than fall on it. Ball just batted around.
Had a chance.
Yeah.
The only good thing about it is going to be 2nd down and about 23. Well, yes.
19.
Yeah, excuse me, 19.
Second and
goal from the 19. 3 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom. That was an opportunity there for the Raiders. It's a hot potato. There's the running back, but we're going to great tackle by the linebacker. That was either Anderson or Brown.
Or
both. I think Brown ankle tackled him. It's going to be 3rd down. I don't think they have a field goal kicker that can make it from there. They may attempt it. I don't know. It probably depends on how much the way they've been throwing the ball on us. They're liable to throw a touchdown right here with the slant again if we're not careful. But it's 1 to the top on the island, 3 to the bottom.
We really need a safety deep.
Here's the snap. And there's either a timeout. Did they get a timeout on the sideline from Swainsboro?
No, he's got a call.
Oh, we got a false start on the receiver.
On then.
It's going to be 5 more. And, of course, in this situation, the only thing it does is continue to maybe push them out of field goal range.
Which I'll take. I'll take it. Right now, it's 3rd down and 26. 3rd and goal from the 26. I like that. We just don't need to give up nothing cheap. And here again, number 23 to the top of the screen. He's the lone setback. No safety deep. We're playing press coverage. He just can't.
We got is on that outside. Boom! He gets hit. Oh, he drops the ball. Can we get on it? And we do. The Raiders recovered this time.
Oh, calling it incomplete.
I thought he turned and made a football play.
He did make a great play. He did.
I thought the guy made the catch and that turn. That's what they usually look at in the collegiate and NFL level is do they make a football play? But it's going to be 4th and 26. It looks like they're going to go for it, which I suspected.
And I look for a deep pass right here. They're going to try to get an interference and an automatic 1st down.
Let's see if we can get some pressure on this quarterback before he can get it off. They're twisting and turning. They get back there to him. Can they catch him? He's going to be running. He's looking to throw. The guy's wide open. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. I'm not going to call any names, but that's unbelievable how wide open he was. He just got distracted. I mean, wide open. That's the kind of plays right there that you lose sleep over. Wow, it's going to be 13-0. Swainsboro. I mean,
and it's been a case of the long play.
Had a chance, for a sack over here. And, we're anticipating him throwing the ball away.
He missed that one.
I think he did, too. It's going to be 13-0.
Yeah. We really took a hit on in the defensive backfield. I want to thank Richmond Baking for the halftime show. And Richmond Baking is one of our sponsors every year. We appreciate them. And our in-game sponsors, we appreciate Bacon County Hospital, McDonald's, Pineland Bank, Sips and Such Cafe, Burt CPA, DQ Grill and Chill, Coastal Pines Technical College, D.L. Lee & Sons, Shorty's Barbecue, Newberry Paint and Body Shop. We appreciate them. Really appreciate Burt CPA for all that they do, and our timeouts, and all of our sponsors. We can't do it without our sponsors. We got Red Raider Spirit sponsors this year: Pro Vinyl, Advantage South, Country Financial, F&B South of Alma, Brantley Printing and Office Supply. They kicked the ball off again. It's coming down this time to KJ Castile. We got a bunch formation. We're open. He's open. Great return up to the 34-yard line.
Rev, this has been our MO the last couple games, where we hurt ourselves, and we unable to take advantage of an opportunity, the fumble earlier, and then an almost fumble here that they called an incomplete pass. But when it seems like, I think when you play well, things can go your way.
Well, we got Cooper Brown in at quarterback. Flip-flopping quarterbacks again.
It's like we're in a tight formation here. 2 tight ends. I like the looks of that. Let's see if we can stop that. And he does break a tackle. Another tackle. He gets to the secondary for about a 12-yard gain, and we were able to stop that blitz. That's stunning.
Let's see. We got a flag on the play.
That's down the field, isn't it?
Waving the flag off. I think they have flagged Swainsboro for too many people on the field. Looked like that they were counting Swainsboro. They waved it off, and it's going to be first down Red Raiders, and we are on our own 47-yard line. Ball may be touching the 47, a little bit between the 46 and 47.
33 seconds remaining in this quarter. Rev, we really need to go down and score this drive.
Yes, we do.
Under 25 now. We hand it to Madison. He cuts it up and spins back for about 1.
That's going to do it. I think we're going to run out the time. We're going to take a timeout, or Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on... We need something to bring a little bit more life to this field, to these fan base. We've got kind of quiet on us right here.
Big crowd, though.
Yeah.
Rolls to his right, looking for the inside man. He makes the catch. Good tackle there. It's going to be a first down for the Red Raiders.
Very close.
If it's
I don't
spotted,
know if it is, but it's going to be very close.
He keeps moving to the right. We may have to get a measurement.
He's calling first down.
He sure is. And it's right on.
They're calling
first down for the Red Raiders at about the 43-yard line of Swainsboro.
I don't know if their coach is trying to argue about it or not, but it's called a first down. Great throw by Cooper Brown on the run.
And that's a great catch because he was tackled right on his hip.
Right. They wind the clock. Cooper giving out signals again. Looks like we're going with a tight formation again, a bunch formation anyway. Got one tight end. We got an overloaded line here. We're going to hand it to Madison.
He cuts, and if he could have just got to that second level, there was nothing there.
Actually, there's not a bigger fan in the stadium than I am of Anthony Madison, but he actually broke it back into the traffic. We had a unbalanced line, and they handed the ball for him to go behind the unbalanced line, and he drove back behind the center into the traffic. If he had took one or two more steps, he may have had open a little bit more.
There'd have been some smaller boys back there for him to run into.
I guess so, yeah.
2 to the top, bunch again. We're going to throw it out to the inside receiver. He cuts it back outside. It's going to be at least a first down for the Red Raiders.
Good play. Good play by JP Peterson, I'm sorry, JP.
Yeah, we got a bunch of
initials.
KJs, JPs, LP, CP. We're all BC, though.
Yeah. I like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's going to be 2 wide to the bottom for the Red Raiders. Again, Cooper Brown flapping his wings.
Yeah.
It's going to be that tight formation again, Rev, with Madison in the backfield. First down, 10:43, second quarter. Was there movement on their line? He cuts it up the middle.
There he goes.
Out to the inside for about 8, maybe 7.
Yeah.
See where they spotted on that far hash mark on about the 26-yard line.
We're on Swainsboro's 26. Now they're walking around with their hands on their hips.
They sure are. Well, we really need to score
some
points this time as they have tacked on 13 early.
Now listen to this, guys. They've scored a 90-yard touchdown on 3rd and 22 and a touchdown on 3rd and
goal from the 26. Oh,
yeah,
Cooper's going to have to eat
Cooper. Yeah.
As it's a poor snap, and he's able to handle it and get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be about 3rd and 4 now. Under 10 to go.
That snap was actually off to his left side, and he caught it. We've got a new center, not taking anything away from him. He's been playing a different position all year long. But with the loss of Jesus Brown, it cost us our starting center, and Andrew Bloodworth is filling in well and at center.
Again, this tight formation, 2 receivers to the top and bottom. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. We got one in motion. He's going to hand it to him. It's Legondrick.
Goes straight up.
He's going to cut up the middle. That is JP. He's going to have close to a first down.
He did get a first down. You're right. Great play call.
The 19 and a half.
Good play. I like this new lineup where we're overloading one side. Swainsboro still yet to make an adjustment on it.
Well, this is something we haven't seen, so certainly they haven't seen on film.
Exactly. And we got big number 29 for us. Big number Trey Mobley. And he's actually playing some tight end. And that's going to be it's going to be now 2nd and 6, maybe 2nd and 7. It's very close. It's in between. And we are on Swainsboro's 16-yard line. Coach King calling in the plays from the sideline. 20. They haven't cranked the 25-second clock yet, and now it's cranked.
8:33.
Plenty of time on the clock. We're not in danger of a.
He's going to hand it inside to Madison as he cuts it back up the middle, keeps pushing kind of diagonally, shrugging them off as he gets about a 4-yard gain. It's going to be about 3rd and 3, don't you think, Rev?
Yeah, yeah.
Or I'm just spotting it right there where next to the 3rd and a long 2.
Maybe. It's very close. The scoreboard says 2. But you're right. I think it's in between.
Down 13 earlier. Just going by what we've done in the past, you got to think we're in 2-down territory here. If we were, if it was a scoreless ball game or 7-0, you'd think maybe a field goal attempt here. But let's see if we can get 2 yards here as Madison cuts up the middle and leans forward for the first down, I believe, where it's marked, Rev.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. He's pointing first down. The side judge here is pointing first down.
And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Raiders.
Yes,
I'd like to see this crowd get into it a little bit. I'm going to have to knock on the door there to Brother Joe next to us and get him a little more excited in there.
Anthony Madison just totally winded. They got to get him some rest. We brought K.J. Brown in. I don't know that I like that. I would rather take a timeout here and let him get a breather than I had put somebody that's not used to handling the football. But I'm not the coach.
And there's a snap. He throws it, a touchdown to Gondrick Snell in the corner. And that's
actually JP.
I'm sorry.
JP Peterson.
He don't wear the towel. I should know better. Peterson for the touchdown for the Raiders as we methodically go down the field, Rev. We eat up about 3 minutes in the last 2.5 minutes of the first quarter and the first 4.5 minutes of the second quarter and score. And we've moved the ball all night. We've just shot ourselves in the foot.
Our defense, our secondary has been very suspect tonight. We're calling for something. Come on. They're cranking the 25-second clock. We still got time. Arkwright's running in. We were missing a lineman. Somebody may have went down. A lot of times that happens on special teams. Next man up. Still plenty of time.
Here's the snap, and the hold is good, and the kick is up, and it is good. 7-13 quickly now for the Red Raiders. Just steady Eddie. This reminds me a lot of what happened when we got down to Telfair. We got down to Berrien County at some point, and we perform, and that's what we saw on that drive. That's what we've hopefully expect from our Red Raider team.
We're going to take a Burke CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Drake Bloodworth getting ready to kick off, and boy, we needed that. 13-7, Swainsboro on 2 long touchdown passes, and
here's the kick, and it's deep and high, way back to the goal line, and he steps in. He's got to come out.
Oh, Reese,
he can't come out. Excuse me.
I don't agree with that call. That ball was on the goal line. He actually stepped his feet in behind the end zone, but the ball stayed out.
But I don't know what's the ruling on that.
The ball has got to break the plane.
Well, then that was a poor call on his part.
That was a poor call, but he blew the whistle already, and to correct that, I think the ball went in and came back out. But that could have been a very costly play for us right there. I don't think we would have recovered it. But we may have, rather than have it on the 20, we may have got him down to about the 10.
Well, let's dwell on one of our favorite players and how well he just kicked that ball, Rev. That's a collegiate level kick. High hang time all the way to the goal line. I mean, that's impressive. 2 runners in the backfield now.
Well, we're not playing a safety. We walked everybody up to stop this run.
And he's going to pull back, and now he's going to run because there's nobody there.
Yeah.
What a great tackle by Lagondrick Snell. I mean, you talking about this quarterback outweighs him 25, 30 pounds, Rev.
Yeah.
Stops him cold turkey.
Well,
but the problem was the defensive line up there.
Well, it was, and they put motion with number 5, and we're just trying our best to keep him from beating us. And it was basically a quarterback draw. Very good play call by their coach. 7 minutes left. They're on their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's about a 17-yard gain there.
Yep.
On first down. We got a man in motion. 2 to the top. They are going to hand it off, and he's quick, and he cuts through the original line of scrimmage down to about a 4-yard gain.
We actually had him in the backfield. He made a little dippity-do, little move. It's going to wind up being about a 6-yard gain. It's going to be second, and now they backed it up. Second and about 5.
A long 4.
Yeah.
They run very quickly, just like us, only 4 seconds off the play clock.
And they're going to get a first down. We got an offsides.
Don't understand that. And that was, but the issue there was multiple Red Raiders. Wasn't just one. It was about the whole line moved, Rev.
Well, they did, and that's just listening to snap count. And I can tell you that our coaches can't do anything any more than just tell them you got to look at the ball, and they practice it and practice it, practice it. But in a good quarterback and a good coach, he'll change the count on them. They're not letting them tee off on us. They've changed this count. They know that we like to blitz, and they're trying to change it on us.
And, boy, he just got hammered.
And
that's an interception. I called it, Rev, and there's nobody there. Can they catch him?
Behind nobody.
Nobody blocked. Touchdown, Red Raiders. with a conversion, we're going to take the lead here, 14-13. I see no litter on the field.
Any.
No flag. I saw a white jersey on the ground over here, and I was thinking, holy smokes, not again.
And that was Shamar Brinson. Young man, you're going to hear him interviewed at halftime. It took him about 3 steps to get wide open, and Mr. Chemistry.
We were off air a while ago, wasn't we?
Well,
when I called that, I said, we're going to get a pick 6.
And there you have it. It's 13-13. We're 1 extra point away from making this thing a ball game again.
5:55 left in the second quarter. And here's the snap. And the hold is good, and the kick is up, and it slams through. 14-13 Red Raiders take the lead.
And I'm asking for a high five, and my boy's leaving me hanging.
I'm staring at the scoreboard. 5-5-5 across the board in the second quarter.
And Red Raiders 14 here at this homecoming. Swainsboro 13. Welcome back, everybody. Drake Bloodworth. Go ahead. Take it, Brent.
Rev, I told Drake this afternoon he likes to come in second lunch and listen to some music in my sound room by himself, and he kicks it off here, and I'll talk more about that in a second. From the 40, high and deep. It's going to be inside the 10.
Uh-oh.
And number 5 is going to receive it, and we just got to hem him up, and we do. He goes down at about the 31-yard line, and I'll take that. Who's in the backfield down? I don't want to take that.
Gondrick.
Come on, buddy. We need you to get up now. Oh, goodness. They're going to go check on him. But
he got smoked, evidently. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. Sigh of relief for the Gondrick Snell, one of our playmakers, a senior. He got smoked. He got really hit on that kickoff, and he went down. So I've been hit like that before. And it takes a minute to find out where you're at. You got a bunch of bees or birds singing in your head. It takes you a minute to come back. But he's walking off. He's been checked. He's laughing.
Yeah, he's smiling.
Yeah.
You talking about a good kid? Yeah, he's kind of joking with the guy. He was a little. You're right, Coach. You called it. He was a little swoozy there. Raiders are going to, the Tigers are going to take over on the 31-yard line. Our defense comes back out. That last play on defense, we smoked that quarterback and got that pick 6. Let's see what happens here as they hand it off. And he cuts him back in. We got to get just a good tackle there.
Got a flag down here. It's either in the place of holding or it's going to be illegal motion.
It's something offensively. Something on the offense in that area. I prefer the 10-yard variety.
Holding.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Call it, Prophet.
5:41. Easy. 5:41. 14-13. Homecoming. Rev, did you talk about who won the king and queen?
I didn't. I was going to let you do that since you were part of this homecoming festivities.
I want to make sure I pronounce the name right.
Okay. He's got up there to talk to a student to find out what the king's name is.
Well, I didn't want to say it's Cole Darcy. I didn't want to say Darby. It's Cole Darcy is the king, and let's get this play in. It's 3 wide to the top. pistol formation, one to the bottom.
We almost jumped off sides again. First and about a
22. And he hands it off. He comes to this right side again. They're just going to push him out of bounds. Another great play there by the outside or the linebacker, Brown. No, is that?
That was KJ.
Yeah. Cole Darcy. He is a band member that is the drummer in the band, and I'm sure there's a specific name that it is called, but upstanding young man. As a matter of fact, we kind of joked about it over the summer. He grew a beard, and he already got long hair. He looks like he's 22 years old walking around the high school, but he's a good-looking kid, and he is the king, and the queen is Ashley Durrance. The queen is Ashley Durrance. She is the first baseman on the Lady Raiders softball team. We're proud of those.
We had a motion penalty, so now it's about first and 27. First and 27.
5-8.
This is their best play. This has been their best.
Yeah.
First and long or second and third and long has been their best play.
See if we can get some pressure. Looks like here comes Anderson, and he gets his hands up, and it's almost intercepted again as it went through the hands of the receiver, and he deflected it just a little. And Shady almost had it.
We're flat-footed, man. We're flat-footed in our defensive secondary. We don't know what we're doing back there.
Well, they're watching that quarterback and not watching where the receivers are, and that's why they're flat-footed. They're not moving. Like you were right, Shady was standing in one position. He almost got the interception, but still, you're exactly right.
We're either going to have to decide we're going to play. Looks like we can't decide whether we're going to play zone or man. And we don't have any. We got one safety that's about 7 yards off the ball right now. We're blitzing.
And we get to him.
Oh, no.
He makes the catch. Let's see if we can break the tackle, and he doesn't. He one hands down. There he goes. He's to the 5, 50, the 40. Is Castile going to catch him? And he doesn't. Another 80-yard, 85-yard pass reception. Tackle was missed. Just a little screen pass, basically, to the top. Another big play by Swainsboro.
We just are not tackling well in the open field. And Swainsboro goes back up 19-14, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the half. And I'll just be honest with you. I would rather them be 3rd and 2.
You're exactly right.
That was 1st and 27, and they hit a long one on us again.
And that was a very short, you're talking about a 5-yard pass that went 80 yards. And they're going to go off the upright inside.
We made it.
20-14, 4:45 remaining in the second quarter. Two huge, I'm talking 80-plus yard plays for the Swainsboro Tigers, giving them 13 points.
3 touchdown passes, one of them for 90. In space.
He had another gear there that could still had him. He dove trying to catch him, but the young man, like you said, once he catches a crease, he's tough to catch.
Yep. Well, all we got to do is come back and score.
This could be a
shootout.
Shootout, exactly right. Here's the kickoff for the Tigers, and it's a short one.
It.
And who's going to call it? And that's the Gondrick. He's going to cut up the middle.
One man away.
He's going to get it up to about the 36.
Yep. You're right.
Yard line.
We take over on our own 36-yard line. And I think it's going, as way it's looking, it's going to be their playmakers against our playmakers. That's the way it's looking.
Just wow.
We bring Dawson Jewell back out. Dawson looks it over, and Cooper, he led us on our last scoring drive. We run this unbalanced line again.
It's tight formation, receiver to the top and bottom. Handed to Madison, he cuts up, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe they give him a half yard.
Yeah.
Close to a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9, it appears, for the Red Raiders. Didn't get quite.
There wasn't nothing there then.
Nothing there then, no. Not the push we've got in the last drive.
Sooner or later, we're going to go. We've got Lagondrick out here all along. They're kind of cheating a safety over here towards him.
and he's going to drop back and throw. Oh, boy, we're just glad that wasn't picked off as it was tipped.
The ball that just, I don't know.
Was it tipped or it just come out of his? Okay.
It was tipped.
All right, did it come out of his hand? Awkward.
But
3rd and 9.
Looks like JP's running off limping. He's already scored 1 touchdown. He's actually been, and we bring in Shady, he's actually been kind of a go-to receiver tonight. I think they're overplaying. He may be cramping.
He's stretching it, yeah, and that's a first. We haven't seen any cramping this year, by the way. You can call maybe a good timeout here.
Yeah. We call a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
345.
I want to thank Bennett and Johnson for all that they do for us. We appreciate them. We've got 3rd now and about 9. Wanted you to be sure and stay tuned for our halftime, our Huddle Up Senior Spotlight that takes place during our Richmond Baking halftime show. Brent, I don't know what we're going to call here. Dawson Jewell, senior quarterback, looks the play over. And their safety is about 20 yards back, expecting a long pass here.
Well, that was it. It was thrown just behind him. Castile was open here on this side as well, but was unable to make the completion.
That was not the quarterback's fault. That ball's got to be caught.
Yeah, it was on his back shoulder, but it was catchable.
It went right through his hands, and got to catch it.
Raiders are going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
Who's handling our kicker? Ronaldo Juarez is also handling the punting duties.
The wind is blowing from east to west, so they're not going to greatly affect. I just hope he gets it off. He's going to kick it. And we're going to get a Bacon County roll, and let's see if this thing doesn't. And we stop it on about the 14-yard line. Yep. As it kind of kicked back like a sand wedge on the green. And the Tigers are going to take over on the 19. First down, 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Well, one thing we've got to do, Rev, is keep them from scoring right here with 3:52 so that we can get the ball back maybe and generate something to start the second half. I
totally agree with you, Brent. If we can stop them here, we get the ball opening. We get the ball back in the opening of the second half, and what we need to do is they've killed us on the long play or the broken play. It's been the pass play that has hurt us, and we have concentrated so much on stopping the run, which we've done. But our defensive backs, even if they catch the ball, we've done a terrible job at tackling. And they're going to hand it off. And
good tackle there because he was hunting that corner now. And this is a talented kid we're talking about. That was number 24.
Yes.
In the backfield this time, not number 5.
Valario Stevens. You could tell he's built like a running back. He's not near as big, but he's built something similar to Damian Harris, the running back from Alabama. He's not as big as he is, but low and compact.
Right.
Gets behind his pads and runs well.
2 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom, and that pistol formation is the Tigers. It's
go ahead.
Second about 5 here. And they're going to run it up the middle. He cuts it back out wide. There's no one there. Well, there's Gondrick to push him out of bounds.
It's going to be a first down. 3 minutes, 1 second left as it goes out of bounds. They're on the 27-yard line. They're on 27-yard line. I was going to say, Brent, they got a kid that plays slot right here, number 16, and we're acting like he's not even on the field. If they make some adjustments, he could hurt us. I don't know if he's put out there to block or what they've seen on film, but we're not respecting him at all.
Oh, big tackle in the backfield. If we could snatch the ball from him as he don't want to go down.
That was a great play by our number 44, Dawson Murray.
He's our nose guard. Strong man, one of the strongest men in the state.
Dawson Murray and Isaiah Grant, both of them made great plays. Murray's a senior and Grant's a junior. Grant hasn't played a lot this year, but he's playing some outside linebacker. I'm sure they've got him in there because of his speed. He's quick.
2nd and 15, 2:17 on the clock.
And this second and long, third and long has been our Achilles heel tonight.
And he's going to throw to that outside. Oh, and he drops it. And I'm glad he did because, again, we're all nervous about our defensive backs. And, Coach, they're probably a little nervous, too, after all those incidences. But they've got to, they got to make a play. Somebody's got to make a play. The young man will turn to run. We see it on television on the weekends all the time. They turn before they catch the ball, and that's exactly what he did. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, being nervous is one thing, but when you're 6-7 games into the season, it's time to quit being nervous and let your instincts take over. That's why you've been practicing it. We're going to call a timeout again. I don't blame him.
Maybe get the ball back here if we can get a hold here, Rev. That's a big thing to say.
Yeah. We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. Dear friend of mine, he's the one I get my body shop work done, and I've had deer repairs on my vehicles, you name it, he's able to do it, and he does a very good job and very quick to get it done and done right. He's got about 20 years worth of auto body repair experience, and no middleman. You go to Reggie, he's the one that takes care of it and does a fine job. We appreciate Reggie's body shop. All right, it's got 3rd and about 15 right here, and this has been our worst nightmare. We're kind of spread out, and that was a good timeout, I think. And now
he rolls
open.
out, and he's throwing deep down the field. Did he overthrow him? And he did, thank goodness, because he was open again.
I don't know what we're thinking.
There were 2 guys open down here.
I have no idea what we're thinking.
Well, Coach, here's the thing. It appears, unless something crazy happens again, we're going to get the ball back, and then we're going to receive it open in second half.
Point.
I will say, and what I'm getting to is we've been able to make adjustments throughout this season for the second half.
You're right.
And defensively, we've been able to do that. So you got to think I have the confidence in Coach Yates and his staff to do the same thing.
Well, I totally agree with you, and I'm going to hang on that right there. I'm going to put my.
You don't think they'd fake it right here, do you? I don't want to prophesize that.
No.
Oh, and we nearly block it. Are you kidding me? Just get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
And we'll have about 1 minute and 45 seconds, 45 seconds from the 32-yard line of Swainsboro. Or excuse me, our 32-yard line. And let's see what happens here, Rev.
Well, we're bringing Cooper back in, and we played 2 quarterbacks all year long, and the scoring drive that we've had was Cooper was the one that was running the show, and so we're going to see what we can do right here. 2 very capable quarterbacks. Swainsboro's coming out on the field. We've got a nice breeze blowing, and if what we can't do is turn the ball over, and it cost us some points right here.
Exactly. There's a fine line between conservative and being aggressive. At this point, with 135, this part of the field, I'd like to see us take at least one shot down the field to Lagondrick or Castile.
Right here, I think Castile down here They're giving him the inside. They are playing cover 2. They're safety. They're playing them deep, about 15 yards off the ball. They don't want to give us nothing deep.
Shady's going to be up and in the middle right here from that slot position from the top. He goes out to block, and is that Legondrick? And there's 2 balls there that this young man, it's hard to complain about this guy. He has made some unbelievable catches throughout the season. But at this point, in this number one in this game, and how much this game, Rev, I'm not sure. I wasn't here at the intro of the game and what you and Joe Hayes talked about, and I don't know if you've discussed quite the importance of this ball game for Red Raiders, and what a win here will mean for us.
Well, we've got to have it
for a playoff opportunity.
Yeah.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. 3rd down. He handed it to Madison, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield. It's going to be 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. And that clock's just going to run. I just hope their coach don't call timeout, but he did.
Yep.
57 seconds.
We got to be very, very careful about a block punt or something crazy right here. One thing I will say, well, I don't want to say it until after it's over with, but because I got a way of jinxing folks when I say stuff like this, but
there is a timeout called by the Tigers. There's 57 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 20-14, your Raiders trail. And it's been a wild ball game, folks. If you're just joining us, they have scored 2 of their touchdowns off 85-yard plus plays, pass plays. One was a beautiful, I'll give credit where credit was due, just a beautiful pass. He threw it about 40 yards on a slant right over our BC, and he just couldn't be caught. And then the next play, the other play, the 85-yard play, it was just a 5-yard out route that he threw out to the number 5, their best player, and he took it to the house after a missed tackle at near the line of scrimmage.
And the third was 3rd and 29, 3rd and goal from the 29. They threw a touchdown.
Yeah, we nearly have him sacked, and nobody covered the young man by the pylon. And we do get it off, and it's going to get a Swainsboro bounce.
And we're going to call it dead with 50 seconds left. We're going to take one more time out before halftime. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle.
We can't do the unthinkable here, Rev, and give up another score with 50 seconds remaining, but I guarantee you they're going to try their best to move it down the field. I'll be shocked if they run it here, but they do. And there he goes out that left side, and he just stutter steps, and this guy is the real deal.
Yep.
That little stutter, he jukes one guy, and he just gives it that extra gear for another 8 yards before he's tackled. It's about nearly a 20-yard gain for the young man.
42 seconds left, and they're on their own 49-yard line. But we can't afford many 15-yard gains.
40 seconds. And there he's going to throw to the wide side, and that ball hits the ground. It's going to stop the clock, which is really the worst thing that could happen, besides them scoring on a big play. 34.3 remaining. It's going to be 2nd and 10. They have 2 timeouts remaining, I believe. But he also knows the ability, or that pick six, we got a guy in his face earlier, and he threw that interception. I'm not going to call it this time, but I'd sure like to see us make a big play here of some sort. And they just going to hand it off, and he just bumps around. And there he goes to that outside.
Golly, and he's gone.
Unbelievable. 10-5 touchdown. Just a little stutter out on that outside. Everybody paused, it appeared. I don't understand it. It's going to be 26-14. And just like that, in 2 plays, they're in the end zone. And this young man was at about 1,056 yards. He's well over 1,250 yards now on the season. 26-14, another big play.
Just a straight handoff.
56 yards for the score. Or 54 yards. There's the hold and the kick, and it's good. It's going to be 27 to 4.
No, missed it.
Oh, he did. 26 to 14. The Raiders will receive it with 22.9 on the clock, and we're stunned.
You know what they say.
That right there, if that's not enough, I know we're down 12 points here. But if that's not enough to kind of embarrass you, to kind of fire, put a little fire in your loins, I don't know what will as we go into the halftime here, barring another disaster. What we would like to see is them kick it to the hands of one of our playmakers in the backfield, and we find a crease, but they're just going to pooch it to somebody in the middle, and that's what's going to happen. And we're going to cut it up the middle and go to the ground at the 35-yard line. And you got to think, Langford's probably going to get into the what you would call a victory formation here, but you don't know to take the knee and go into halftime and see what we can figure out. But then again, Cooper Brown comes in. And we may take a shot down the field with 18.7, Rev. What's your thoughts?
Well, I don't know what we're going to do, really. I don't know. I don't want to turn the ball over. They're going to play 20 yards off the ball at least. I would have already, I think, would have tried. Now that they got this number 23 that plays against our best receivers, but I'd already tried one. We're just going to hand the ball off. Boy, they've shut us down. We are just not getting it done on the offensive line right now.
And that's under 10 here. It's going to take us to halftime, thank goodness.
Yeah, be sure to stay tuned for our Richmond Baking halftime show. We also got our Huddle Up Senior Spotlight coming, and we're going to take a few minutes during our halftime show. We'll be back. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Let's give a round of applause for the Swainsboro band for coming tonight. Thank you. Now entering the field, your Raider Regiment! Under the direction of Mr. Will Garrett, Assistant Director Jamie Garrett, Percussion Instructor Malachi Christopher, Guard Instructor Rachel Seifert. The band will be performing their show Fire, which includes Burn by Illy Golden and This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys. Drum majors are Michaela Taylor and Carly Funk. But wait, I need everybody to look right down there in the front of the field. Introducing the BCHS feature twirler, J.C. Martin. Tracy is 7 years old and a second grader at BCES. Her parents are Blake and Jennifer Martin. She is the 2016 U.S. and World Miss Majorette of Georgia and U.S. and World Open Solo Champion. Give it up for her. She also brought 5th place home in the world for baton twirling. Her coach is Megan Topley. Bam! Check up. Drum majors, are you ready? You may now take the field for your performance. Just like fire by Pink. We also want to thank Danny Robright Farms for feeding us that great chicken fillet.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Runs out. It's about time to get this second half started. Brent, I don't know. I don't know what to say. The first half was a tale of a 90-yard touchdown with on 3rd and 22, an 85-yard touchdown on 3rd and 22, and a 29-yard touchdown on 3rd and goal from the 29. And then, with less than a minute left, a 49 or a 51-yard touchdown just on a run. And it's been the tale of the big play that has killed us. And like you said, one of the strengths of this team has been our defense, but it's also been our defensive adjustments. It's nothing for us to come back out here and score 2 touchdowns and win this game. But it's just a matter of whether or not we're going to put our nose to the grindstone, and whether or not this team's going to begin to play some inspired football.
Well, that's the bottom line right there. Is what kind of team is going to come out here in this second half? I know what kind of football number 33 is going to play.
Right.
I see him with his arms out. He's ready to go. We just got to make sure that everybody else, the other 10 players on the field, is going to carry over what he's going to bring to the table, and that's K.J. Brown I'm talking about.
Right.
And, we have been able to. We talked about that briefly around the first part of the second quarter when things wasn't going our way again, and that we make adjustments. We prided ourselves this first part of the season to do that, and we just got to hope that's the case. We got to come out here, I believe. The first drive by either team, whether it's defensively or offensively, is quite possibly the most critical series in a game, period, right after half. But this is extremely crucial for the Red Raiders to take the ball down the field, whether it's quickly or methodically, or run one back. We've got to score a touchdown in this possession somehow. And I'm not just saying we can't win without it, because we may not do it, may not score here, but it would set the tone for this second half for this Red Raiders and this huge crowd that is still here, Rev, that I'm super proud of, supporting this team. And there's the kickoff, and they go kick it deep. Looks like Legondrick's got it. He's going to cut up the middle. There he goes, up the middle. He cuts back to the left. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He's horse-collared down to the 4-yard line. He almost scores, Rev.
Yes, he does. But I feel good about our chances right here.
Holy smokes. Right up the gut. He hesitated for a moment, and then he just kicked it in gear. And if the field was 3 yards shorter, 4 yards shorter, he would have scored. Just a great play. It did look
like a horse collar. It was not called, but we are first and goal on the 4-yard line.
Just what the doctor ordered.
It's about time we get a big play.
That's right, and that's it. We're talking about 90-yarders. That was about 70 for the Red Raiders here on special teams, something we had to have as this game. We just talked about it. Now, Rev, we've had some issues. Yeah. I don't want to bring them up and jinx us, but we have had some issues inside the 10. We got to make something happen here, and we're not going to get it there. Matter of fact, we're going to lose it. No, he spots it. Back to the line of scrimmage.
We run right into their teeth.
Thank goodness. I thought we maybe have lost a yard there. It's going to be 2nd and 4. We have thrown a slant in this area before for a touchdown.
Surely we can get it in from here.
Well, there's no field goal here. We've often questioned throughout the season about let's get us a 3 points here, 3 points there, but I'm not a proponent of it this time. We've got to find a way to get this ball in the end zone. And it's 2 wide, one to the top, one to the bottom. And there goes Jewell up the middle. He's going to get about 1, maybe 2, down to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
We're bringing in our heavy package.
He looked as if it was a run pass option there. He looked for the slant or some type of pass there as he hesitated, and then he decided to fall in behind Madison.
I don't like the slant with this defense they're playing right here.
Oh, not this close. I like a little bit more room. But here's the snap, and a hand at Madison. He's going to score as he fires in through.
Yes, he did. Good call.
Thank goodness. 10 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Only just a minute and a shade over takes the Red Raiders to score, and it's just what we had to have. There was you can't say that. I'm not sure if there was a special teams adjustment there. That was all Legondrick, Snell, and a few good blocks up the middle by some young men that wanted to try and get it done on that one play. And thank goodness with 10:23 again. Let's see if we can't get a good snap and a hold here. It's 20-26, and we got a late lineman coming in. Plenty of time. 9 seconds on the play clock. We're going to get down now. And here's the snap. And they were off sides. The hold, and he gets it up and through. I don't think it's on the offense. Offsides. It should be declined if it was a good kick.
We're going to go for it here. But, one more extra point, we still win it.
Oh, yeah, with an only 12-point lead when we scored. The extra point is all we need here.
I don't know that a 2-point conversion helps us.
It doesn't, because if it brought us within a 3-point, it would be different. I think I don't understand why. I guess there was contact, and that's why they blew the play dead when the young man was offsides. So they're going to get a redo here. and it's not necessarily in our favor. Anytime you got to do, and I think that may be why coach is asking, why are we having to re-kick it when it was good? Why couldn't we take the play? But evidently there was contact, so we're going to have to do it again, Rev. And here is the snap. And they're offsides again, the hold, but no contact there. But they could do this all night long, and it doesn't help us. It just gives us an opportunity to miss, ultimately. Am I correct?
Yep. But if they're offsides, we get to kick it again even if we do miss it.
Are they going half the distance each time?
I don't think so. I think we're declining it.
But you still got to re-kick.
Now we're going to move it up.
Okay.
Last penalty we declined.
And the clock starts. We're going to try it third time in a row, folks. He's 2 for 2. Here's the snap. And the hold. It's up, and it's good. 21-26. Your Raiders only trail by 5.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93. Welcome back, everybody. We're about to kick it off, and this Papa is sure enjoying watching his granddaughters here on this homecoming. Look forward to – I don't want to lose a day of their life, but as a granddaddy, look forward to what's left to come as these two young granddaughters, 11 days apart.
Wow.
18 months. And we're enjoying ourselves with these grandkids.
Bloodworth is set to kick it off from 10 yards deep, and here it comes. We need him to kick it deep, and he's going to punch it over here to this right side, out of bounds. Let's see if they make us a re-kick or if they will get it take it on the 35, because it's out of bounds on about the 28-yard line.
That re-kick. The last time he had to re-kick, he kicked it all the way through the end zone. They're going to take it, I think.
Looks like it. Our defense is going to take the field, and I
don't know what that was.
Well, that was deliberate. He deliberately kicked it over. He didn't take a big leg swing. It was coached. It was called. I'll say that.
Was he supposed to pooch it? Was we trying to pooch it and he missed it?
I just think they're tired of big plays.
Maybe.
And they kept it out of the big play guy, and just whether it goes out of bounds on the 10 or if it goes out of bounds on the 40, they take it at the 35. So the Tigers are going to take over, 1 wide to the top, 2 to the bottom. 1st and 10. I like this is the best down and distance that this team, our defense, have been against. We've got to try to avoid. Oh, we got to call a timeout.
We had to call a timeout, and I don't have any idea what it was. We're going to take another Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 9.
And see us, we're open all night after the game. This is Bacon County Red Raider football on 93.5 the Eagle.
Okay, we're looking at 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. They're on 35-yard line. Something the coach saw he didn't like, and he called a timeout.
We do have a safety here.
Oh, mercy.
Is somebody holding? I mean, something's got to be happening here. This young man scrambling in the backfield. He's just going to throw it. He tried to complete a pass, actually. And I'm just thankful. The last time he scrambled that way, Rev, he heaved one down the field about 30 yards for a touchdown, but defensive backs did a tremendous job there.
We did have them covered that time.
And you're talking about 6 or 8 seconds. Most of the time you're trying to get 4 to 5 seconds of coverage so that you maybe can have a chance at the quarterback. But real proud of the defense there. I noticed a little deeper safety in the center this time, about 10 yards off the ball.
We got our brainiac playing safety, Shamad Brenson.
And this ball is the running back. We've got to put a helmet on him, and he gets about a 3-yard gain, and he's just tippy-toeing through that middle. I don't think he likes the middle very much. He'd rather hit that corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is so quick. We reached to tackle him, and he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
got to reach to where he's going, not where he's at.
That's right.
He's gone.
That's right.
He is so quick.
I'll say something about this Brenson kid, Shamad. He spent this summer with a former coach that left us over the summer, but he was there every day working out with that defensive back coach that we were here for basketball, and he didn't have to be. He was staying after school before school was over and all through the summer in the mornings doing extra workouts to be a defensive back. Or better defensive back. And there's the pass out to the out. Oh, and it's popped
intercepted
by Gondrick Snell. He's going to take it down the sideline to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and it's a touchdown. That's two interceptions by Gondrick Snell on the tip ball. Unbelievable.
I don't see any laundry, and just like that, your Red Raiders take a lead. 27. Let's see, what was it?
27-26.
27-26.
Extra point will give us a 2-point lead. It's unbelievable, folks.
Now is where I may try a 2-point conversion.
Well, you said it earlier, Rev. There's
hugs and kisses, homecoming.
Man, we hold on just a second, buddy. We're you said it earlier. It's nothing for the Red Raiders to come out and score 2 touchdowns and us take the lead. Now we have to take care of business.
Exactly right. Whoop! There it is. And your Red Raiders take a 28-26 lead with 9 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third quarter. It didn't take us long to tack them on. That's 2 interception returns for a touchdown. And listen to this crowd. We've come back to life again. And we're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
Hey, everybody. This is Travis.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
You know, as we were getting ready to receive the opening kickoff, I noticed some of our seniors walking around and hitting each other and chest bumping each other. Evidently, there was some church that went on at halftime, and we've come out here with a little bit of a different attitude. This is the attitude that has brought us to 4-0, took us to 4-0, and it seems like we recovered a little bit.
Here's Bloodworth as he kicks off from the 40, and he's going to punch it. And that kind of kick, I guess I would question a little bit. They're going to recover on the 45-yard line. That was in between of a squib and an onside, really, there. I know that their onside specialist is Ronaldo, so I'm assuming that may not be the exact result that Coach wanted. But here's the deal with Swainsboro. It don't matter if they get it on the 50 or the 10. I mean, offensively, you just never know. If we play sound defense, it doesn't really matter, ultimately, Rev.
It don't matter where they're at or what the down is.
Really and truly, that's just, if we're going to laugh about it, because it's laughable, is it just keeps them from padding their stats a little bit more if they're from the 10 or from the 50, if they make the big play. But I think defensively we're fired up. Now, again, they've got a special kid, number 5, and that quarterback is good too now. They can still make something happen. Yeah. And they've made a lot of defenses look silly this year.
They're on their own 45-yard line. The quarterback takes the snap, and he turns, and he hands it off. Number 5, if he gets outside, he's going to go. Ain't nobody going to run him down.
And we do finally push him out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. He is super fast.
He's special. We got a flag, and I'm afraid we're going to get a 15-yard hitting him out of bounds, and they're going to be just like that. They're going to be inside the 20-yard line. And I don't know if he threw the flag to mark where he went out of bounds.
And that's something that, again, you really, face mask versus a late hit. I say sometimes a face mask comes from an aggressive play, not a deliberate. But either way, it's not a good time because it's only 5 yards. You're correct.
5-yard penalty. Yeah.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Our 30-yard
for
line.
the Tigers. Let's see if we can't bow our back here and tackle this young man. And after about a 5-yard gain, we do tackle him.
It's a different running back. This is number 24 for them, Valario Stevens. I guess he would be the Thunder, and number 5 would be the Lightning.
Boy, is he lightning.
Boy. We had that long run we had him bottled up 5 yards deep, but he got to the edge, and when he turns the corner, son, it's like he shot out of a cannon.
8:37 on the clock. Here's the snap, and they hand off to 24 again. He weaves his way, and he stood up in the second line of the fence, but their big linemen are pushing and pushing. Somebody needs to fall down. They just need to fall down. That is unbelievable, Rev. I mean, all they do, if they just fall, just fall down and let somebody trip over them, but that's going to be nearly a 20-yard gain. And you talking about a cloud of dust, a pile of people. We got
a flag back here.
Boy, that's a huge play. Ooh. I hear some boos on the other side. I didn't see the flag on the ground.
Illegal procedure.
All I saw was our guys being pushed 20 yards down the field.
I didn't either. That was humiliating, to be honest with you.
It really was. I'm just glad there was a foul on the play that's going to bring it back, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 9.
2nd down and 9, you're right.
When they mark it. And here's the play right here. 2nd and 9, put them in 3rd and long.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
I got to think they're going to hand it off again right here. Low snap, but he does hand off up the middle. Somebody's got to make a tackle, and he cuts it out wide, and there he goes. I mean, he's that good. He's that fast.
But we're just arm tackling. I'm telling you, that's the worst tackling I have seen us do all year. Just arm tackling. Instead of I'm telling you, man. Oh, man.
Tigers are in the end zone again after a 25-yard rush by number 5, Jalen Williams. 32-28 now. Looks like they're going to go for 2. A little surprised they didn't go for 2 earlier in the game.
Wide open. And they go up 34-28. Now it's a 6-point game.
8 minutes to go on the dot in the 3rd quarter. So we've seen 3 touchdowns, in the last 4 minutes.
Sure have.
Or the first 4 minutes of the 3rd quarter. And I'm just flabbergasted again. It's amazing how quickly we can get up and then we're shot down. I mean, I don't know what to say, Rev.
Well, our defense, and it's not that we're not in position. We are not tackling the man. I don't know. We haven't tackled this bad since middle school. I'm telling you. Arm tackling, reaching, not putting your body against anybody. It's just, come on.
I bet you they don't kick it deep here.
Yeah.
34-28, 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And he's only about 2 yards from it. Let's be careful from the onside. And he pooches it to that right side. And is that the Gondrick up?
No.
And he's going to cut back to the right, spin around to about the 35-yard line.
I can't catch the number. Is that number? Number 6. Was that who it is? Number 2. That's number 2, Jordan Wiley. Yeah. Is that Terry Wiley's brother?
It's T.J. Wiley. He played for us about 7 years ago.
Terry Wiley's son.
Yeah. It was, what do you feel about swapping our deep backs in that situation? You having them run up real quick and swap places before the kickoff. Does that make a difference?
Well, it could burn. They could make them burn a timeout.
All right, 2 wide, one of the top, it's a little different formation here, and I think we have movement. That's a fumble, but I believe was there a flag to begin with?
No.
It looked like we moved. Somebody hurt, and yes, the quarterback is down. We're going to go check on him after the ball was.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
This is Bacon County Red Raider football on 93.5 The Eagle.
Welcome back, everybody. 2nd and 11. Quarterback Cooper Brown is in. We've had injury with Dawson Jewell. We've got illegal procedure, and it's going to be 2nd and 16 now for us.
If you're just joining us, with only 4 minutes expiring in the third quarter, the Raiders have scored twice, and the Tigers have scored once, and it's 34-28. 7:34 the clock runs. 2nd and 15 for the Raiders. Need a first down here to keep this drive moving. They're going to hand it off to Madison to this right side, and
they know where we're going. We're not fooling anybody, and our offensive line is not moving anybody at this point. It's going to be 3rd and about 14.
I think you spread it out, and you got to throw it around.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're in a throwing down here unless he's going to play very conservative.
You know who I've not seen back on the field tonight? I've not seen JP back. I don't know. I don't see JP. I don't know if he's in the locker room, but I've not seen him get back on the field tonight. He scored a touchdown, but I don't see him anywhere.
And he's going to throw back. He's going to toss it up, and there's a chance for Shady.
Coverage, yeah.
Overthrew. It's going to be a punting situation for the Red Raiders with 6:44, 34-28.
Well, yeah, I do see JP now. JP sitting on the meat wagon's what we used to call it. I was in high school, the injury wagon. JP's driving, and Dawson Jewell's sitting in the back. Looks like they're tending to an ankle or maybe a knee. He's had some knee issues.
And this is important here for the Red Raiders. We don't
have to call a timeout right here.
We had a huge block. We got 12 seconds, maybe enough time to get the correct personnel in. We got them counted up. Brown does. Here's the snap, and we got to get it off. Oh, is it a? No, it's not a fake. He just had to get out of the way, and boy, is it going to turn out good for the Raiders as it ends up being about a 35-yard, nearly a 40-yard punt by Ronaldo.
We've got issues now because our snapper was our quarterback, Dawson Jewell, And he's really good snapper.
That is correct.
And that right there was terrible.
The punt snapper is Dawson Jewell, so we did have a new guy there, and it was a dead duck getting back there to Ronaldo. He did a great job, actually, of moving out to the right, avoiding the potential block and getting that ball off.
Yep.
Defense.
We're not able to run the ball right now, Brent. We've scored on 2 interception returns and a long kickoff return. A
little punch in down there.
Yeah.
There's a snap that's going to hand it off to number 5, and he just shakes and bakes for about 3 as we do wrap him up, actually for about 2.
Now I see us down here on the sideline. We're practicing our snaps. It looks a little bit better. You know, when a guy's called on to go out there cold turkey and try to snap it, yeah, he's looking a lot better now. So we may be okay with that. Got 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line.
There's the snap, and they're going to hand it off to 5. And oh, what a big tackle by
great play by Bloodworth, yes.
Man,
it's going to wind up being 3rd and 9. Great play by our senior, Andrew Bloodworth.
The dreaded 3rd and long, Rev.
Yep.
You got to think.
It was 3rd down on that tipped interception return for a touchdown.
It sure was. It sure was. That's in the back of their minds, I know. Legondrick down low here. Here's the snap with 2 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom. And he's going to try to get a quick pass off. Overthrows him. It's going to be 4th down, and he takes a shot. No flags. Their coaching staff doesn't like something.
They're upset because they didn't get a roughing the passer. He's having a fit.
He needs a flag for getting that far out on the field. I mean, I'm not just saying that because they're the opposing team, but they made there's a specific as a side. They've been really watching that sideline rule. Seen it called a lot, but
he was trying his best to get a 15-yard penalty then.
But Legondrick's going to have a chance to make another huge play on special teams here, and maybe that's what it's about, Coach. You know, that maybe that's where we muster the offense is on special teams. Let's see if we get an opportunity for a return here. And there's the punt, and it's a pretty good one. And Legondrick's going to fair catch it, and he's all up in his business. I really bumped him with his knee at the end, but no flag. And we're going to start on the 32-yard line.
That's one of the few times we've been able to stop them tonight. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and we got ourselves a ball game right here, guys. 34-28.
Coach, we got to figure out a way
to score.
Well, not only score, we got to figure out a way to run the ball somehow.
Well, the only way we're going to be able to run it is we're going to have to throw it, and we're going to have to loosen them up.
Really spread them out here like we're doing. 2 wide to the top, 2 to the bottom.
And I think we just need short, intermediate stuff and make their linebackers come out. And because their front 4 is dominating our line of scrimmage.
We are going to do that. Throw it inside, and Shady catches it. And he cuts. Oh, he makes a nice spin, but a good tackle as their defensive back wraps him up for about a 3-yard gain. Mm-hmm. 4-yard gain on a rush. People's like, yeah, that's pretty good. A 4-yard gain on a pass, most of the time you're thinking, that's not very good. But that's just like a 4-yard rush. We'll take 4 yards a pop. That's going to take us right on down the field.
Right.
4:41, that clock still remains running. This has been a long quarter, Rev.
Well, there's been so much to take place. I don't know, we act like we're mixed up a little bit. We still got 9 seconds left on the play clock, 4:29, 28.
There's a snap to Cooper, and there's a whistle.
Yeah.
And a false start. And anytime you're unsure already about what the play is going to be, and we continue to just shoot ourselves in the foot.
We're just sloppy.
It's going to be 1st and 13 now for the Raiders. Excuse me, 2nd and 13 for the Raiders.
And this is one of those situations, Brent, where we're having to do stuff that we're not accustomed to try to find a way to crack this defense because their front 4 is manhandling us on the line of scrimmage right now. We're not getting anything.
There's a snap with 3 wide to the bottom. He's going to roll out. Good block by Madison. Oh, and that's not a real good position. The defender, if it hadn't been overthrown, it probably would have been intercepted.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down now.
They were trying to undercut Legondrick. I'll tell you what, their confidence in their defensive backs, they put them out here and just let them roll. I got a feeling they think this is their strength. We're going to run trips down here. We got 3rd and 13. We just don't need to give them anything cheap here.
I like Castile down the sideline here.
We do have a safety over the top.
Looking for something over the middle, and he does go deep. And I guess he overthrew Legondrick or didn't hit Castile, but not a good throw or route, one of the two. The Raiders are going to be in a. And if I got this thing wrong, what's our down? It's fourth down. Okay, it's just the scoreboard. I keep glancing over, and they hadn't caught up just yet. But we can see the 4 on the sticks on the other side. We have had trouble on offense. We've generated our touchdowns basically by special teams play and the defense, the pick sixes, the 2 pick sixes by Legondrick Snell.
We got one of our players, bless his heart, he's late running on the field on every special teams. I don't think he's figured it out yet, but the guy that's in front of him has been hurt.
A little bit better snap, and he gets it off, and not a bad punt. He's going to receive it and return it. We've got to get a tackle, and we do. Let's see who brings him down.
They're on the 46-yard line. Their 46-yard line getting close to midfield. Even though it was a good punt, good to get off, it was not very far. And they caught the ball and made about a 6 or 7 yard return on it. Our defense, our players going both ways. A lot of them. I see some of them putting their hands on their thighs and on their hips, getting a little bit tired. We can't afford to.
No, we can't. There's a lot of ball game left.
Sure is.
I mean, we got 3:51 here in the third quarter. Only down 6 points. We need something good to happen here. Another stop. Quarterback takes the snap. He goes back to pass, and we're going to be sacked 15 yards deep. Oh, what a great play. I mean, just a huge play. That's a 15-yard loss.
Trey Mobley beat his guy.
And you know what? Trey Mobley is the kind of kid, who he reminds me? He reminds me of a Jay Jackson, that he should command a double team. That's the kind of talent this kid brings to the table, his size and speed. He should command a double team every game. And that's the first time we've called his name tonight that we've actually deliberately seen him make a play. And that's about almost a 15-yard sack there. It's going to be 2nd and 20 plus. But these are the downs that's giving us fits. They're going to hand it off. Nope, fake it. Throw it out to the side. He fakes. And we got to tackle him at about a 6-yard gain. Not too bad. That's manageable. It's going to be 3rd and about 16 now.
Once again, though, Brent, I don't want to be negative. I'm just trying to call it like I see it on the so you'll get an idea. We've got a defensive back out there one-on-one, and he just makes a move, and we grab air. We're just not breaking down and playing defense like we've been playing all year. We're in position, just not making the play.
3 wide to the bottom. This is a passing play, and he's going to be sacked again by Anderson. Oh, he's just mutilated.
Smoked. That right there paid dividends. 2 sacks.
Yes, sir.
And the first one off the field is their quarterback. He's tired of it.
Yes, he is. I mean, he just got manhandled. And you're talking about Anderson. He's 155 pounds.
Weighs 170.
Really?
Yeah, he's gained a lot of weight.
Well, I need to give him some more credit. But this quarterback's close to 200 pounds.
Every bit of it. He's 6'3".
And he just rolls him over with 2 minutes and 2 seconds. The Raiders are going to get the ball back. It's 4th and 21. Let's see what Legondrick can do here. How about a block punt? We've been back there twice, and it's been close. Here comes Shady again. And this ball is punted low and away.
Oh, man, what a roll.
Yeah, he just couldn't get in front of it. But, in that situation, what do you do?
I'd rather be lucky than good. And when they kicked the ball all the way down to our 12-yard line, they totally flipped the field. But you know what? There's been long plays that's cost.
I tell you what, that's exactly right. It's going to be 1st and 10 Red Raiders, and they didn't score on a big play.
It's time for Cooper Brown. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, go ahead. I know what you're about to say.
Cooper Brown to take over this team right now. And he was the starting quarterback last year, got hurt. He's had a little bit of trouble recovering, but it's time for him to
step up. That's right. Make something happen. Take this team down the field, score a touchdown, and then see what happens. 1:38 in the third quarter.
19 seconds left on the play clock, plenty of time. 1:38 left in the third quarter.
3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top. Madison in the backfield. Let's see if we can't get a few yards rushing here, but I like this.
There he goes.
Cuts it out the outside.
That wasn't nothing but Anthony Madison.
Absolutely.
If our offensive line would have as much punch, well, let's see. Evidently, he was run out of bounds.
Great effort. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's say that. That was all effort because he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He noticed he's taking an angle. I really wish he would go ahead and square his shoulders and pick a hole and just bulldoze through.
I wouldn't shift him. I'd stick him right behind the quarterback and turn around and hand it because they know where he's going with it.
Well, here's the pass, and we're going to get the pass. It was Gondrick, and he's going to be tackled immediately.
We're just too far. They're giving too much time for them to react. We need to come in a little bit.
That's right.
And give us a little bit of time to react.
It's about a 15-yard pass, but only about a 5-yard gain. So you can imagine, like you said, there's the ball's in the air a long time for no more than gain than you're getting, and they're able to get over there and make a tackle.
And somebody sees that, they can jump that route, and it's 6. Right. Because it's just taking too long to develop.
And that's basically no gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
I tell you what, this cover 2 defense that they had is really causing us some issues.
And he's going to throw down the sideline. There's a flag on the, I believe it was called prematurely. It's going to be for against the Red Raiders, I believe. No, there was. I heard a whistle. I could have swore I heard a whistle.
We got to get a good punt off here. We got to get something. We can't keep giving them a short field.
Well, they're going to get it most likely around the 50, inside the 50. He's going to put his heels on the 45 of our side.
We need one of those lucky ones like they got. Terrible kick, and then it just hit the right way and rolled for 25 yards.
And not in his hands scoring. And here's the punt. And he's going to kick it away. No, right to him, actually. Not a good angle. We're going to get a big tackle there by it's called a number, brings him down. That's the way you tackle. You wrap him up around his knees, and I don't care how good an athlete you are, you can't hardly get away from that.
That's shady.
And there's my $150, probably 140 soaking wet.
We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
The and equal housing lender. This is Bacon County Red Raider football. 93.5 The Eagle.
Oh, my goodness.
There he goes again. He's pushed out of bounds we blocked one of their players into him. And he's knocked out of bounds after about a 17-yard gain as number 5 on that snap as we come back from that commercial.
I have no idea what happened then. We've been kind of containing him, but there was nobody out on our defensive, and it's just the same. It's the same lineup that they've had.
Well, he ran away. If he runs to that right side, we got 2 or 3 defensive backs and the safety leaning to this side because of the 3 receivers, and he ran to that weak side. And the old boy is good, but we can't. I just don't feel like we can afford to let them score again, Rev.
I agree with that.
And there's 26 seconds left in this third quarter. We got a whole fourth quarter to go. And here he comes to this right side. We're going to spread it out this time. He's not going to get the corner. And I hope we don't get a flag thrown. I think it was just momentum, and we don't. That's good by the refs. Young man doesn't lose. I think he gets about half a yard on the carry.
They're on the 40-yard line, our 40-yard line. 20 seconds left. And
they're, certainly close to a 4-down situation just to run the clock. They only have a 6-point lead, a touchdown and an extra point.
Well, right now they've got us stymied on the offense. We don't have a clue. Their defensive line's controlling our defensive line, and we're just not being able to get the ball off or pass it. We're trying to disguise our defense. We just can't.
And that's offensive flag there.
Yes.
False start. Must either on the end, the tight end / or receiver there. It's going to back them up. It's going to be 2nd and 14.
Puts them back to the 45-yard line.
I tell you
20
what,
seconds.
I'd rather that quarterback drop back than hand it to that number 5. You know, he's dangerous. He is that fast, and we were told.
Bringing in number 24, Valario Stevens. He's a good back. They're going to set both their tailbacks, one on the right, one on the left, quarterback in the middle.
Anderson on that outside, sneaking, creeping. And he's wide open. Oh, and he overthrows him.
Thank the Lord.
And Anderson had something to do with that. He kind of altered the arm movement of the quarterback. He had to throw it a little bit more upright, I believe. And he threw it over his head. Thank goodness. It's going to be 3rd and 14. And I said earlier they were on the 40, Rev, that they might be in 4-down territory, but I don't think they are. I think the coach is content to pin us back because he knows that his defense has played well this second half.
That's true.
It's just, because they just given up the points on special teams and our defense. 34-28, 17.1 seconds left in the third quarter. And here we go. We're going to go get number 5. Let's see if we can't string it out, Rev. And
Great
we do.
play.
We slow him down.
No.
We cannot bring him down. He's going to be shy of the first down. But he's he's a workhorse. And, you got to give a little bit of credit to this young man. He's a football player, not just an athlete.
And he gained 6 yards.
You know who he reminds me of? And he's actually faster, but he reminds me of the running back from Charlton that year that single-handedly beat us in 2012 when we had the better team, but they had the better player that night, and he was just an Energizer bunny. I mean, you just couldn't hardly bring him down.
There actually looks like they're going to go for it here.
4th and 8.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to make us jump off sides right here. That's what I would do. We've done it several times tonight.
But I can't imagine them throw it. I think they're going to hand it off. They got these 4 wide. Watch the handoff up front or a quarterback sneak here. They do snap it, and he's going to pass it on a slant, and he drops it, and the Raiders are going to take over. He was open, but he threw it behind him. Raiders take over on downs at about the 40-yard line. You talk about a flip-flop of the field, Rev.
To me, that may be the worst coaching mistake. This could come back.
It will if we go down and score.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I just hope we've been able to make an offensive adjustment to where we can make something happen.
Well, the only adjustment we can make is some of our boys are going to have to start blocking somebody, and I mean it's just a fact of the matter. And we're outmanned probably by 25 or 30 pounds a man, maybe 40. 3 minutes or 3 seconds left in the third quarter. 34-28. We are on our own 39-yard line.
3.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's horseman formation, a tight formation for the Raiders. We're going to try to just run it up the middle, and we're going to get about 1 yard, and the whistle's going to blow to end the third quarter. It's going to take about 20 steps to flip-flop the field, but we're going to take a break here.
Yeah, you're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Friday from 11. Are y'all there?
Yep.
Yeah.
4. Stop in and see the friendly folks at Shorty's Barbecue today, located at 106.
On 2nd and 9, we get a long run. I don't know if it's going to be a first down or not. It's going to be very close. First down, Red Raiders finally. Madison finds a little running room. He's limping just a little bit. I don't know if he got twisted up. It looks like maybe an ankle, but nothing serious. He's still in the game.
We're in this tight formation, what we would call a couple years ago, or last year even, or 2 years ago, this horseman formation. Here's the snap to Brown. He's going to hand it off again. He's going to cut it to the outside, spin into close to a first down.
He got a first down. It's 2nd now.
Oh, I'm sorry. They give him the first down.
3,
I apologize, Rev.
Yeah, 2nd and 2nd and 7. 3-yard gain. We're bringing some other players in. Now we're going to spread it back wide. Good job. We're now on the 47-yard line of Swainsboro. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Swainsboro leads 34-28. If you're listening on your radio dial, we are going right to left. We are going towards our north end zone.
Too wide to the top. Madison in the backfield with Brown. Tight formation. And it's going to be a passing situation. And he's going to stop. He's got to look from behind. He's going to catch it. That's Legondrick. Somehow or another makes a play close to a first down. But he's not going to spot him.
Let's see, we got a flag, and it's going to look very like a holding.
Two of their players are slow to get up. One is yet to get up. And he's just going to stay down, Rev.
Yeah. And we're going to take a timeout, 93.5 the Eagle. I think it was an injury timeout. They've got their player off to the side. It was one of their defensive players. They actually had 2 people on the turf, but they're just getting tired, and there's a lot of hitting going on out there. 10 minutes, 34 seconds. We've lost because of the penalty. It's now 2nd and 13. Quarterback Cooper Brown looks over the troops. We've got Castile playing a tight end position right here. He would be wide open if we decided to throw the ball to him.
And he drops back to throw, and he throws it to the sideline. Oh, and he's should have been him, so we get a flag.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll call that. I've seen it called incidental when your feet get together, but that was too incidental there as our player goes down, unable to make a play on the ball. That's going to be a automatic first down.
Yeah.
For the Red Raiders.
Mark it off 15 yards, and that is going to be a first down.
Maybe just 10, but it should be a first down irregardless.
No, that's 15.
There he goes. Keep on going.
Yeah. And now we're on the 37-yard line of Swainsboro, and they're trying to get fired up, and their crowd's trying to get fired up.
Tell you what, I haven't mentioned this. They did bring up, this is the largest traveling crowd other than Pierce County that we've seen here.
Yes, it is.
They're pretty proud of this ball club. They're 5-1. We're 4-2. We're seeking a playoff berth. 10-19 in the fourth quarter. Tight formation. This horseman.
They know which way we're going.
Hands it to Madison. He cuts it up the middle. He's
That's a great play.
Oh,
by
boy.
Madison.
And he just pulls the pile for 5 yards. Big, strong young man.
He's tweaked his ankle a little bit. You can tell.
Yep.
But he's not willing to come out.
What you think the Raiders man up here and just push it right on down their throat?
That would be great if we can do it.
4 or 5 yards a carry. They're getting tired. I know. Well, I've seen some. We've already discussed. We've seen some signs of us getting a little tired. Power formation again. This horseman. He hands it to. He cuts up the middle. Oh, and he's just jerked down from behind. Rev, was that correct?
Yeah.
I don't understand when a player is jerked back that hard. That's more than a jersey.
Well, it's in the middle of It wasn't anything illegal. Somebody just reached up and snatched him down, but that's in between the tackles.
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
9-11 left.
You got to think we're in 4-down territory here, don't you, Rev? Considering the situation.
Depends on what happens on this play.
I don't know. Punt doesn't do you much good.
Well, if we can some way down it inside. Otherwise, it'd only be about a 13-yard punt if we kick it in the end zone. So I'll give 13 yards for another try.
How about a 1st down run right here? Or a pass, and that's what it's going to be.
Steele throws it in the double coverage.
And he's out of bounds, or does he get? That's fine. I'll take that right there. That's better. That's better than we could have punted it, Rev. On 3rd down and 5.
Boy, and our coach is livid. He's livid. We got a wide open KJ Castile quarterback. What happens is quarterback makes up his mind where he's going with the ball before he ever looks over the defense.
Well, I didn't see the open receiver, but what I'm gonna take from this is if that's the worst, if that's the mistake off of that play, I'll take it. They're going to start on the 2-yard line now. Are we going to be able to stop them one more time, Rev? Can we stop them one more time like we were able to Videa, like we were able to Toombs, and can we give our offense one more chance to take the lead in this ball game?
Well, there's still plenty of time.
That's the question.
We need to take a timeout if we don't have the players we need. And we're looking it over, and they're looking it over. Our quarterback's actually standing 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Can we get a sack in the end zone? They're going to hand it to number 5. Can we stop him? Ooh, yes. And he gets jacked. Man, what a hit. Again. Woo! Just lit him up.
He won't like many of them.
And that was no gain.
And you got to feel like they're not going to take a chance going wide. There's just too much can go wrong going wide, so we got to be a little bit smart. A good run blitz right here might help. Good run blitz.
But that number 5 just scares me to death. They're too wide, really wide. And there's a penalty. It's going to be half the distance. It's not going to do a whole lot. It'll put them about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.5 now. Well, now we can get this crowd on their feet. Band's playing loud. Cheerleaders are cheering. Even the old folks down on the bottom 6 or 8 rows are starting to stand up, Rev. Second and 11. Too wide again. Anderson creeping in. He goes to pass, and he goes to throw. No,
that was interference. We absolutely grabbed him.
Well, I'd rather him grab him than he'd been running right now.
But it's crazy. It's crazy to have to do it if you're just playing your game. If you know what you're doing, you don't have to do that. You don't have to grab them. And now we've let them out.
1st down.
We've let them out.
On about the 15-yard line now is what it's going to be.
Pass interference on the Raiders. Automatic 1st down.
I was definitely, it was pass interference. Our guy reaches out and grabs him simply because he got beat and wasn't playing it like he should have played it.
You got to think they're going to try and run the ball here a couple times, get some more time off the clock. Anderson sneaking around, and there he goes out that right side. We got to wrap him up, and he goes to hit that corner again. He's out of bounds, thankfully. That's our 12th man on defense is that sideline. He is so fast. He just hits that other when he angles toward the sideline, he catches another gear, folks. It's just hard to describe for you out there on the radio land. It's going to be another 1st down out to the 22 26-yard line, nearly the 27.
Turns and hands it off to him. And we got him in the backfield. He does squirm down for about a 1 yard gain. Trey Mobley with the tackle. They're bringing in their receiver. They're going to go wide set, looks like. Shamad Brinson comes off. Shady moves back to safety. Got to be smart here.
2nd and 8.
7 minutes left, still plenty of time. Boy, we really missed a big opportunity on that interception. We had KJ Castile wide open. Oh, nobody.
He puts his cleats in the ground.
Nobody.
Just a great tackle, open field there. After he gains nearly 20. It's another 18 yards.
And now that we had them on the end zone, 1 yard, they were on the 1 yard line, and now number 5 comes out. He's tired, and they are on our 39 or their own 39 yard line, and they're burning up clock.
I believe we have 2 timeouts remaining.
Right now, we need something big to happen. We need a turnover. They're just going to turn and hand it to this big tailback.
Oh, yeah.
Going to turn and hand it to Thunder. And there he goes.
He's going to
Trey Mobley grabs him, but he falls forward for about a 5 yard gain.
Number 24 on the carry.
And it appears their offensive line and defensive line are taking over this game.
Under 6 minutes now here in the fourth quarter. Your Raiders still trail 34-28.
They are neither on their side of the field or our side of the field, Brent. They're right sitting on the dead on the 50.
2nd and 4. Raiders have got to find a way to make a play. Let's see if we can't take the ball from him. Oh, the quarterback keeps it. Good tackle there after the first down.
8 yard gain, first down. They're now on our 42 yard line. And, man, they are doing what they need to do right here. They've got to have a stop.
Just grinding it out.
If they score, it's going to be very, very hard for us to come back.
Very difficult for the Raiders to come back.
Especially where they're eating up the clock, and they're doing it methodically. 5, 8, 7, 4 yards at a clip.
In this part of the field, I just don't see them throwing the ball. They're going to run it until we stop them on 4th down, and if they're close enough, they'll go for it. I'd be shocked if they threw it again. And we just sold out, and we're able to tackle him for only about a 2 yard gain.
Yep.
And that's the risk reward. We're probably going to see some selling out here.
Well, we got to do something. We can't just keep letting them do what they're doing. Sure can't. Clock continues. 5 minutes left.
And the
4:58.
And the play clock. I don't understand why the play clock wasn't running, and the regular clock is. There's a big difference there.
2nd and 8 from our 40 yard line. They're on our 40.
Well, we're going to have something good to happen, Rev. 2nd and 8. There's maybe a good thing. Should be a penalty on the offense. It's going to be 2nd and 13 now.
Yeah, and their coaches are getting upset with the side judge over there. He's calling illegal procedure. He's called it several times.
Evidently, I don't know if there's a wide receiver that's moving a little bit, or is it a lineman he's seeing?
I don't know, but I just noticed one of their wide receivers come and bump into the referee. He acted like he wasn't paying attention, but he was purposely bumping into that side judge. It just called the penalty.
Too wide to the bottom, one to the top for Swainsboro.
2nd and 13.
And he drops back to pass, and he does throw, and he's beat. He makes the catch on the outside.
Great throw and catch. And he beat our best player.
They're down to the 5 yard line, I believe.
3. Down to the 3 yard line, Brent.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah.
4:17 in the fourth.
That was a beautiful, beautiful throw.
Ball was in the air forever.
But it was right over his outside shoulder where Legondrick couldn't make the play on it.
And he wasn't able to catch up.
This is the same player that's already dropped 2, but he made a phenomenal catch there. Right over the outside. Fingertip catch. Perfect. That's just your man beats our man. Your quarterback beats us. And that's what just happened right there. 3 minutes, 58 seconds, 56. Turning hand at number 5. He dances. He's going to find the end zone.
It'll be close. I think they marked it about
second down.
About a foot shy, maybe a yard shy. 340, 339. Kind of took the air out of the crowd. Unfortunately, I'm seeing some folks starting to exit now. 34-28, 6-point lead, and I'm afraid unless we do something special here, they're gonna pad their lead here, Rev.
Yeah, we're gonna have to score quickly. If they score, we're gonna have to score quickly, and then we're gonna have to get an onside kick. Stranger things have happened. They're down to 4 seconds. They're gonna call a timeout. And down to 3 minutes and 2 seconds. We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio. The Atkinson County game. Don't know which team. Don't even know who Atco is playing, but a player from one of the teams got blindsided, and they've had the bring in the life flight helicopter. So if you would, take just a second and say a prayer for this young man. Football is a violent collision sport, and just be sure and say a prayer for this young man. The Lord knows who it is. The second and they're playing Telfair County. It's second down from the 1 yard line, second and goal from the 1. We got to make a play here. We need a fumble, bad snap. We need something right here. Turn and hand it. We miss him, and he's going to dance in. And that's a touchdown for Swainsboro. Swainsboro goes up 40-28 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We put up a fight, but things are starting to go the other way right now. I want to give out a congratulations to my Ware County Gators, who just come away with a big win against Statesboro, 35-21.
And one final shout out to it was homecoming here tonight at Red Raider Stadium. The 2017 homecoming king and queen. It's Cole Darcy and Ashley Durance.
Ashley, she's hitting softballs on Wednesday and winning queen on Friday.
And I want to say,
what a week!
Yeah, another shout out for our Lady Raider softball team. They advanced to the second round of the GHSA state tournament. And we will be playing this Wednesday at home once again versus Screven County from Region 4 AA. I believe they were the number 2 seed out of that region that hails the current or reigning state champion, Harlem High School, who Jeff Davis High School will be playing this Wednesday. One of those two teams will advance to Columbus. And that's what we're hoping to do next Wednesday / Thursday, potentially. There's the best 2 out of 3 series. The if game is Thursday, 4:30 and 6:30. Raider Nation, come out and cheer them Lady Raiders on. They're a pretty good softball team, and, man, they are lighting the bats up right now. And here we stand. They're going for 2.
I don't blame them here.
With 2:55.
Make it a 14-point game.
Currently with a 12-point lead. They're going to hand it off, and we're going to bring him down.
Now, if we can manage a very quick kickoff return or a touchdown and give ourselves an opportunity, 2 touchdowns, we can come back and pull out a miracle. Can we say go Dogs?
Man, it's been fun, watching them play. I think all us Dogs fans are like pinching ourselves. Really the last 3 games, as well as we have played, and I am considering some of the competition. But to do what we did to dismantle Mississippi State and dismantle Tennessee at Tennessee was pretty special. And they kick it to our up guy. He's going to stay on his feet to about the 40-yard line on the kickoff. So we're going to have a chance. We got to go about 59 yards. We got 2:50 on the clock with, I believe, 2 timeouts remaining in the fourth quarter. We're trailing by 12 points, Rev. But just to touch on those Dogs, again, we as fans are just kind of pinching ourselves, making sure, hey, is this right? Now they're talking. You hear people talking. Well, is Kirby Smart the best coach in the country right now with what he's doing and all this other stuff? And we're being led by a freshman that we had a very hearty conversation 2 weeks ago of who the man should be. And boy, it's hard to argue with anything, especially our running game. But let's get back to the Red Raiders here with 2 wide to the top and the bottom. Brown in the backfield with Madison, and we're in a passing situation. He rolls to his left, and he looks to see and hit number 7, and he is going to be tackled for about a 5-yard gain. That clock's going to run. That's the worst part. That's our biggest enemy is the clock right now. It's not their defense. It's the clock. 2:35 as it continues to run.
5-yard out patterns are not going to work.
No, you got to throw
unless we get out of bounds.
Unless you get out of bounds. Otherwise, you got to throw it 10 yards.
We got to go, guys. We got to go. We got to go.
And we're still waiting on the snap, and there it is. He rolls to his right, and he makes the catch on the inside and the tackle for the first down. The clock will stop.
Yeah.
2:11 on the clock. Notice that they're playing more of a preventative. They're not bringing the heat to the quarterback.
That was a catch by Jordan Wiley.
But they can afford to give up. They can afford to give up 7 points. They're not concerned about us getting a onside kick and scoring again. He rolls out to his right, makes what a catch by Shady. It's going to be close to another first down, just shy. The clock's going to continue to run, and that's unfortunate.
He's waving it off. I mean, he's stopping the clock.
Was it a timeout that we called, or he's going to look, checking to see about a first down? It was close.
He's going to call a timeout.
Boy, this is good.
Yes, good. 2 minutes even. We're going to take a Burt CPA timeout. They're going to do a measurement right here. You're listening.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Ball and a half short, so it's going to be second down and about half a yard.
And we need to be over the ball, ready to snap it just as soon as that whistle blows, because it's about to start ticking. With 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter, we're down 12. I'm thinking you got to throw one down the field right here pretty quick, Rev.
Well, if you get KJ Castile here on a one-on-one situation, of course they're playing 2 safeties deep. And I think that cover 2 has given us a lot of problems. If we can curl our underneath guy and run a slant from the outside, that may work. But
3 wide to the top, 1 to the bottom.
Getting the side judge set.
There's the whistle.
158. Take it.
Just steps straight back, throws an interception.
And that's the ball game.
Throws it over Shady and into the hands. I'm not sure.
He was actually throwing it to Wiley, and he curled back around, and he just didn't come in. And that's going to wind up being a ball game. We're going to go to 4-3, and we're going to go to 1-3 or 2-3 in the region. 1-3 in the region, I think.
That is correct.
Yep. And we're going to Benedictine next Saturday or next Friday.
Next Friday.
Going to play the Benedictine. And
who faced Toombs County last night and defeated them 28. It was 20-14 with very little time on the clock, and they were able to score late to stretch it to 28-14. So they're not the juggernaut they have been, but man, it would be a tall task for the Red Raiders to go over to Savannah and scare those boys.
Well, this kind of season that we're having right now would not surprise me. And that quarterback, he's getting up, thank the Lord. I don't want to see him get hurt, but he took a shot on the knees. And from a father who saw his son career end with a knee injury when he was in high school, I can't hardly take it when they start getting hit in the knees. 40-28, Bacon County, we put up a fight, just made too many mistakes early, left too many people get behind us, and it was the deep ball that wound up killing us tonight, Brent.
Yep.
When we got to have a stop, we let them get behind us. And our defensive secondary, who we were bragging on.
Whoa. Did the quarterback?
He did get it. I wish we'd had that last series. And 52 seconds. We're not going to try to stop it. Well, yeah. He did. He just stopped it with 48 seconds left.
3rd and 9.
Want to give a big shout-out to our game sponsors, Richmond Baking, the Huddle House. Especially want to thank Bennett. Want to give a shout-out to the Huddle House, who does our senior spotlight. They want us to be sure and tell you that tonight after the game they are open, so you can go get you a waffle or whatever your heart desires there at the Huddle House. 48 seconds left, and we started off hot. We've had some unfortunate things happen to us, and Brent, we took one on the chin, even though we came back in the second half and made it a game. There goes their number 24. He's just hitting and spinning. And I think it's going to wind up being a tale of the line of scrimmage, where they dominate the line of scrimmage, and they've just got what may wind up being Region Player of the Year at number 5.
Undoubtedly, he's proven exactly. He's lived up to the hype. You know, he had over 1,000 yards rushing after 6 games. And he probably tacked on another 150 to 200 tonight versus a really good Red Raider defense. Their quarterback's very impressive, but you know it's just another it's another woulda, coulda, shoulda for this Bacon County football team with opportunities. If we just limit them to 2 big plays, not 3, or it's just all that's part of the game, and we just can't quite get over that hump physically, more specifically I think mentally, on the field and sometimes on the sideline, but that will likely be the last play of the game. 35 seconds, 40-28. It's going to be your final here tonight. And, we painted a glim picture A bleak picture of the Raiders trying to make the playoffs, and we had to have this win tonight. Even if we were to go to Savannah next week and do something crazy stupid, which is possible. We're a good football team, and even if we were to defeat Benedictine, other things would have to happen for us to go in the playoffs.
There's no doubt about it. And if we beat Benedictine and win the games that we're supposed to win after that, we're going to wind up being 7-3 and not going to the
playoffs. So,
real quick, just a real quick question I've got for you. You've seen both teams play, Toombs and Swainsboro.
It's going to be, if both teams are healthy when they play each other, it should be a dandy. But Toombs doesn't have a kid like nobody has a kid like number 5.
They've got a big running back, and he's a power back, and they've got a big offensive line. But I think the difference right now, from what I've seen, Swainsboro has a throwing threat.
That's correct.
We were able to throw against Toombs County.
That's right.
That'll be a heck of a ball game.
That's right.
You know, we appreciate you joining us each and every week. Next week, we're coming to you from Savannah State University field. It's a big field where Benedictine plays their home games, and we're going to play the two-time defending state champs. Region 2AA is all it's talked about. It's considered the toughest region, and region in 2A football is Region 2AA, the one we play in. Last 2 state champions have come out of this region, and it's a dogfight every Friday night. Hope you join us there next Friday night at 7 o'clock as we bring Red Raider Radio to you from 93.5 The Eagle. For Brent Johnson, this is the Rev. We'll see you next week. God bless.